Welcome to Fashionably Broke.
I'm kidding, don't use that.
Just wear whatever the hell you
Like,
want.
literally just...
We're living on a McDonald's budget.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you have to dress like it.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Fashionably Broke Podcast, episode 133. We have lots to get into today, and y'all have probably seen it all over social media, our social media, other people's social media, all over TikTok. Yeah. At least if that's like what the algorithm is giving you, because that's what it's giving me.
Yeah.
We have to start off with recapping ACL, and then obviously we're going to get into some new music that was released. I think everyone already knows what album came out, and then kind of hit on New York Fashion Week and Paris Fashion Week, since those have been going on as well. And I feel like we haven't really gotten a chance to talk about those yet.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks. I do have to say, forewarning, my social media is about to be annoying for the rest of like this week, because I'm just trying to like pump out the content and like trying to utilize what I have. So like, y'all are gonna be reliving everything that I was already posting over the weekend again. So just like bear with me. And
to say, it's not going to be annoying. It's going to be enlightening of what we got to experience, not annoying.
Yeah, so freaking true. But I think that I can speak for both of us and say that this was probably like the best weekend of our lives.
It was actually really fun. Like, I'm not going...
she goes, I want to go best weekend of my life.
No, like it was, like looking back, like there were some times where I was like, whew, like this is a hot one, this is that, but like looking back, it was like, okay, that was so much fun, and like the amount of people we got to see was insane, like worth every penny.
Oops, sorry, hon, I'm fixing my camera.
Sorry.
I honestly was thinking about that, and I was just like, okay, so to be transparent, obviously we bought tickets to ACL, and they were around like $350. Give or take, I think.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, yeah, $350, sure, might not be, like, attainable for everyone. But then I think of all of the people that, like, we could have seen that are, that just play all weekend. It's insane, the amount of people, including all of the bigger artists. And, like, obviously we, like, picked and choose who we saw. We had, like, our favorites of, like, who we needed to see. But I'm like, dude, we saw so... Honestly, I think I watched or saw more concerts than I ever have in my entire life. Like, if we're being so totally honest, over the last 3 days, I've seen more music, listened to more music, like, felt like I was... I mean, obviously it's a festival, but, like, gone to, quote-unquote, more concerts than I have, I literally think, in my entire life.
Yeah, no, it was so much fun. So I say we start with Friday. Yeah. So... we got there, I don't know, like Friday, Saturday, like we did get there like earlier, like not like right when it opens, but it was still like pretty earlier in the day. So Friday was Role Model, right?
It was Role Model. We watched Dylan Gossett, who we went to high school with. Who else? We saw like a good few people in passing. We watched this Irish band play. We saw, like, I saw some people that I had, like, Willow Avalon in passing. Like, you can hear, like, depending on where you stand, like, you can still hear whoever's playing. Right. And, like, our main one was Role Model. And then after Role Model, it was it just then Luke Combs? I honestly, I literally can't even remember. Okay.
It was Role Model, Hosier, and then Luke Combs.
Yeah, but we ended up going to Patron.
Yes.
Instead.
Oh, yeah, that was right. Yeah.
We ended up looking for a bathroom and then going to Patron. So we didn't see any of the quote unquote like end of the evening headliners. But I mean, I think all that we really cared about was seeing Role Model, like at the very end of the day. So good. Yeah. So good. He brought out Hilary Duff as Sally, which is like, I feel like shocking for everybody, because you said it earlier, or like you said it like the day of or like the next day. It would have been so great if he brought out Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Matthew McConaughey or Glenn Powell. I really thought it was going to be Glenn Powell just because I feel
he's
like
everywhere.
Glenn Powell, yeah, like he just moved to Austin, like he's been at the UT games, like very incorporated within Austin, like at the moment. So I was like, okay, he's definitely going to pick like an Austin-based person because like why wouldn't you? But the thing is like no one was expecting Hilary Duff.
Yeah.
Literally nobody. And I was like, there's no way.
And I feel like it's good. I mean, obviously, like, she has music coming out, like, super, super soon, I'm pretty sure. Like, really, really soon. So, like, you know, kind of getting her back out in, like, the public and, like, doing these, like, appearances. Obviously, she didn't sing, but, like, just showing up, I feel like, in random places. Like, she's been popping up on my social media a lot more, even before ACL. Like, she's just getting back out there, getting her name kind of, like, built up again. So that when she, like, releases music, like, people are aware. So like I honestly on her part like super smart move because yeah, no one was expecting it. So now I'm like I wonder who he's going to bring out next weekend.
I was about to say like I feel like maybe that's going to be like an Austin related person.
Yeah, probably.
Like I'm just like banking on it being Matthew McConaughey or Glenn Powell. Like it has to be one of the two. But who knows? He could throw us for a loop yet again and it just be like a completely random person that we would never guess in our entire lives.
Yeah, probably. But it was super fun on Friday. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel like that was like probably the most chill day. We went and got brunch beforehand too, which was super nice.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, obviously we went out pretty early. We just kind of like got the lay of the land where everything was and just kind of like how the festival worked in general.
Because we knew, like, everyone knows this was, like, our first time, and I feel like everyone is always like, oh my gosh, like, you have to plan who you want to see because they're all, like, at different stages, like, all the way across, and you need to, like, time when you want to leave to get to the next thing, and I was like, oh my god, like, this is going to be, like, a struggle. It's going to be hard to get from point A to point B. Not at all. In my opinion.
No.
Literally not at all. Like
honestly, I was shocked at like how I was expecting to be honest, I don't even know what I was expecting. I guess like you can only see so much from social media and I feel like honestly ACL isn't as heavily covered influencer wise as like Coachella or Stagecoach. Like I feel like you literally like are there when you're like seeing influencers post at like Coachella, Stagecoach because like their stories are just flooded with, like, videos and stuff. So, like, obviously, influencers go to ACL. Like, that's always been a thing. But I feel like it's not as heavily, like, pushed and flooded on your Instagram or your TikTok. Honestly, until this year. I feel like this year, it was insane. I mean, obviously, we were going. So, like, our phones picked up that we were going. So, like, obviously, we were just being fed shit. But I feel like it was pretty heavily covered this year. But, again, I kind of didn't know what to expect. I thought that, like, the layout was going to be so huge that it would be miles to walk from stage to stage. Oh, my God, no. It's literally, like, all just, like, in a corner. I was like, oh, okay, I don't know what the hell I was expecting. But, like, I was expecting to, like, freaking have to do a 5K in between each stage.
Yeah, no, I was expecting the same thing. And I don't know, like, sometimes I think when it comes to ACL, which I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, oh, my God, like, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. I just feel like ACL is like will never amount to Coachella or Stagecoach because to me it's like a lot more smaller artist and then you have like those top headliners. But like Coachella is like the best of the I mean Justin Bieber is headlining Coachella next year. Like you just can't compete with that.
I think I think it's like a difference of like obviously ACL over the years has gotten a lot more commercialized, but it still is trying to stay true to its Austin roots. So it's like 100% I'm fully there for to like keep it a little bit more chill, low-key, casual, but like still fun. You're still getting to kind of have that like commercial aspect of it, especially with like all the brand activations that like they had. So I think that, I mean, they're just two different festivals, you know? But like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it and it kind of like, it was a lot different than I expected, but, like, in a good way. Not in, like, a disappointed, oh, my God. It was just, like, I mean, obviously I'd never been to a festival. So, like, what the hell was I even expecting? Couldn't tell you. But I was like, okay, so, like, this is it. All right, this is ACL. Like, we got this. Great way to, I feel like, kick off our festival going adventures going into the future. And then you basically died at the very end, not of like drunkenness or anything stupid, of dust. You died of dust.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it is obviously dry as hell. So like Zilker Park is all grass, but like it's not grass. Like it's basically hay at the end of the day with how dry it is out there. And like it gets so dusty. Like I was not prepared for that. And I mean, by the end of the night, I had like a raging headache on Friday. And like, I really just don't think I drank enough water. And like, I know everyone was like, oh, like, you know, you need to be prepared. You need to drink water, this and that. And like, I thought I was drinking like enough. But I mean, it was like $7 for every water. So I wasn't like downing them by any means. And I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. No, I was not fine. I was like, I'm sorry. We've got to wrap it up. Like, I need some headache medicine. Like I'm ready to go. So we ended up calling it like a shorter night, Friday night, and then Saturday, I like basically like had like 1-2 drinks maybe, and then drank water the whole rest of the days because I was like, there's just no way I can make it through. Like it was blazing, like basically 100 degrees.
Yeah. I would say honestly, the hardest day that I went, I actually wouldn't even say I went that hard, but would be probably Sunday, just because I was like, we went out at 5. I mean, well, we went out a little bit earlier, but like I was like, okay, this day I can drink as much because we got here a lot later, and I'm just gonna wait till the sun goes down, and then I'm just gonna keep drinking. But Saturday, we went out early. I would say like around like 2:30, I think.
I'd say so.
I feel like every day we got there like between 1:30 and like 3:30 every day. Like in that range. And I wanted to see Ocean Alley, so I forced Kassidy to go see Ocean Alley, and they were so freaking good. Now I'm like, I want to see them not at a festival. Like I want to see them like in a venue because like their acoustics are just amazing. And then we pretty much just like hung out a little bit, bounced around, because we really didn't want to like, we really didn't care about seeing anyone else pretty much until like Sabrina. We had a list, but like we didn't hit any of the list.
Yeah, that was my one thing like that I've seen like all over TikTok. I was like, God, I wish we would have gone to Olivia Dean. Like she seemed amazing, and I was like, damn it, like we should have gone.
I'm just so shocked that she went so early.
Yeah.
Because she was like one of the first few. Like she was there like I think on at like 2 or something, 1 or 2.
I think so. I think she came on at like 2:30.
Yeah.
But I think she's just hitting it big in the US right now. Like, isn't she originally from like the UK?
I have absolutely no idea.
I'm pretty
not a clue.
Take this with a grain of salt. Like I'm pretty sure because like I was seeing her all over my TikTok, and all the comments were like, the US is finally catching on. Let me look this up. Am I making this up?
I have no idea.
Please hold.
But of course, I feel like Saturday, I feel like Friday was just like, okay, we're going to scope it out. Saturday, I was super excited about the bands. And then obviously like Sunday was like the best day, like the best lineup. And then of course we saw Sabrina Saturday night.
Yes.
My heart was happy. Obviously she played a lot more, which I was kind of shocked, but like it also makes sense because I feel like when artists like are playing festivals and they release a new album, they're not going to go heavy with the new album just because people might not know that music, and they're just going to go with what's been out for a while. So she did like pretty much 2 of her bigger hits from her new album, and then played the rest short and sweet, and then a couple bangers that were throwbacks from way back when in her music. But she was so good. I'm so glad that I finally got to like check that off my list and not pay $600 to see her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really glad I got to like kind of loop it into, $350 and I'm seeing all these people. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then we decided to go out.
Yeah, I was about to say Sabrina Carpenter, like she was really good. Like I really did
Yeah.
like enjoy her. But I also feel like just at festivals when it's like a bunch of people playing, they're only really playing their like top hits.
Big hits, yeah. No,
Yeah.
100%.
Just so
Oh my
like
God.
everyone's like well aware and like knows it.
Yeah. And she brought out Shania Twain.
Yes.
Which is
Yep,
crazy.
She brought out Shania Twain. That was one that was like crazy, shocking, like awesome,
Yeah.
good. Like that was cool, and like it fit the vibe. Like not that
100%.
Hilary Duff didn't, but it's just like, you know, when you're in Austin, you're thinking Texas, country, whatever.
Yeah.
So Shania Twain coming out, I was like, okay,
It was
yeah,
perfect.
this is right on the money. It was really good.
Yeah, no, it was super perfect for like the environment and like the day.
Mhm.
And yeah, so that was super exciting. And then we ended up going out for a little bit, not too long,
Mhm.
but I mean, I guess, well, honestly, anything's too long because we're just literally out in a festival all freaking day, getting the sun just beating down on us. We're dehydrated. We've barely eaten, but we went out. So that's 2 nights in a row out, which
Mhm.
was kind of crazy of us. Like, I knew that we were going to go out, but honestly, I was like, okay, Friday, like, are we going to go out or not? And then we did,
Mhm.
and then we still went out Saturday. So
See, it just
Saturday
makes
was like
me
a long.
Yeah, Saturday was a long day because like waking up from Friday being like, oh gosh, like it's been
Yeah.
a day already, and then going to the festival and the heat all day long, you know, having Sabrina, the craziness of that,
Yeah.
and then going out. But it was so fun. Like it was so fun, and it makes me want to go to Austin just to like enjoy the environment
Yes.
and like the going out scene and not have like such a big event in the middle of everything.
Yes. No, oh, 100%. I was literally thinking, I was like, yeah, no, I want to like make a trip back to Austin and
Mhm.
like go do dinners, go like
Yeah.
out to the bars, do like a day
Mhm.
drinking day, like go experience Austin. I feel like in a way that we haven't experienced Austin.
Yeah, no, I feel the exact same way, and I think it would be fun to get like Alina and Olivia together and like have a
Mhm.
big group like go out, but also have people who like live in Austin to like tell us where to go. I mean, we went to
Yeah.
Latchkey literally both nights, and it was like so much fun, but it's like you
It would
can
be-
only be like, let's go like for so long out of the day. I think by the time we got there, it was like, okay, this is fun, but like
We're so dead. Our feet
Yeah.
are literally like dying. No,
Right.
that's the thing. It's like I want to go to Latchkey when I haven't been literally walking for miles out in the
Mhm.
sun. Like I want to go like when I'm feeling fresh, like fresh off of dinner, have a few drinks in me, maybe a couple
Yeah.
of shots, and like I'm feeling buzzed because I feel like
Mhm.
when we went, we weren't buzzed at all.
No,
We were
not at
had
all.
zero buzz. Lately, well, I wouldn't even say sober, but like felt sober as a whistle because
Mhm.
we were just out in the sun all day. So like literally any buzz we could have gotten just didn't exist because we had sweated all out.
Yeah.
So
And like I'm surprised they don't hit like max capacity. Like there's just no way
Dude, I
that
know.
like how packed it was. I mean, granted it was like the outside, so like can that even have like a max capacity if you're outside?
Yeah.
I mean, surely.
because
but, like-
fire safety and hazards.
Because like inside, first of all, inside was a sauna. I don't know if anyone else realized like it was cooler
God.
outside than it was.
No, you
Inside.
walk in and it feels like
No,
5
sauna.
pounds of just like
Mhm.
ugh, hits your chest. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, so I would really love to go back there, like you said, like after dinner, feeling good, ready for a
Yeah.
night out, because I think that would be like really fun. Because the first night on Friday night, we got there like a little bit early and then people
Mhm.
started flooding in. But Saturday, by the time we got there, like I didn't even think we were gonna make it through the crowd. Like I was like,
Dude,
please,
I
I'm just
know.
trying to get to like the openness over there. Like someone let me through.
Dude, I know. Crazy.
So then
Super
we
crazy.
just ended up back home. Sunday, we didn't get out there until a little bit later because we knew like we just wanted to see Disco Lines, John Summit, and
And that's pretty much it because
that's it.
we were gonna see T-Pain. And like
Oh,
we
yeah.
heard
And the
T-Pain.
Killers, yeah.
But like I'm so sorry. Like after I think it was after Disco Lines, I had to pee so bad. And
Oh, yeah.
then we were like, okay, let's go find a bath. Well, everyone freaking lined up for Disco Lines. And then after Disco, everyone was booking it to T-Pain. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, like, holy shit, there's nowhere for us to walk. So we ended up walking way further than we should have, which was my fault, 100% my fault. And then after that, we're like, okay, screw it. I went to the bathroom, like, let's just go get, like, a good spot for John Summit. Like, let's get a drink. Like, let's chill out, sit down, because we're exhausted. But, like, we really only care about John Summit. Like, we're here for John Summit. Like, and we got a freaking great spot, I feel like.
I mean, Sunday I was blown away. Like, Disco Lines, like, him starting out, like, that was basically, like, the first big one we were there for. We had, like, pretty good spots for both of them. Yeah. Disco Lines, it was just during the day, so it was, like, blazing hot as there's thousands of people around you. Still so much fun, but, like, broad daylight DJ, like, trying to, like, see the visuals and you not even really seeing that. Like, he did a great job. It's just, like, I wish it was later at night so it was, like, a better experience for
like a full-on show.
Right, for the peasants who had to sit in stands, you know, right there. But he put on a great set. Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. But, like, John Summit.
God.
Oh, my God. No. Oh, my God. Like, I would like to relive that night every single night.
So far, I've watched the videos from his set every single day, multiple times. Like, I just go back through my camera roll, and I'm like, to every single person out there that says, like, oh, all the people recording at the shows, like, you'll never watch. I'm watching. Like, me, I am watching John Summit because, like, my life was changed. Yeah. My life was truly changed.
Amazing. Like, I saw him in Vegas at Live, and, like, that was good. Like, it was fun. Like, it was a fun time. But this was a whole different beast. I mean, he had a whole production, basically like a music video going, dancers,
literally hired
like
dancers. That was the part that I was like, holy shit, okay, this is serious. The fact he had hired dancers, the same dancers that were, like, in the music video happening behind him the entire time.
Yeah.
And, like, it was so good. Everyone is saying that, like, has been to a million different John Summit shows. They were like, this is his best one. Like, that was his best set show yet. They're like, hands down, he's preparing for something, and, like, he knocked it out of the park. So, like, we can't wait to see what he does at, like, future festivals or, like, future events, future venues, where, like, he can do a crazy production, because obviously I know not every venue you can, but, like, I'm speechless in a sense, because, like, it was so freaking good.
Yeah. No, like, I was actually amazed, and, like, I didn't want it to end. Like, there was one time, like, I looked back at Maddy, and she's like, he's been going for, like, over an hour now.
No, I was like, he's going overtime.
Like, there's no way. Like, it's been an hour already, because, like, I didn't want it to end so badly. Like, it was just, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just, like, you had to be there. It was so good. Like, the videos don't even do it justice.
100%. Like, I think he went over, I want to say, like, almost, like, an hour and maybe, like, 20 minutes. Which was freaking awesome. And it was great, because every time he'd be like, okay, one more song. Then he'd be like, I'm just kidding, one more song. We're like, yes. It was insane.
Yeah, and then before this, we were talking to these, like, group of guys and girls or whatever, because we were, like, sitting down, because we were there, you know, quite a bit early, and we didn't want to be standing the entire time. And we were just, you know, asking them where they were from, getting the whole rundown and everything. And then, like, we drift away from them, like, a little bit, and, like, we finally, like, all stand up. Well, Maddy looks back. I didn't see it. I only heard it through the grapevine.
Almost got thrown up on.
Yeah.
Wait, at John Summit, I almost got thrown up on. At Disco Lines, I had a drink thrown at my head. Okay, and I'm like, listen, guys, I'm not doing a single thing. I'm just trying to stand here and watch my DJs. Like, that's all. I'm just trying to enjoy the music. Like, I'm just trying to, I'm here to have a good time, just like all of you. Why the hell am I being targeted? The drink thing was freaking crazy. I have no idea who did it. I don't know why they did it. They just, like, chucked a drink, like a full-on cup at us. And then
I didn't even know of that until, like, I turned around and you're like, what
I'm
the
like,
heck?
Literally, like, my back was like, what? I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then, yeah, no, at John Summit, we were sitting with these kids. They weren't kids, but, like, these younger folk.
Younger adults.
And, yeah, young adults. And, you know, we could tell that they had a day. Yeah, immediately stand up, and one is just vomiting in the middle of the crowd. Like, there were in the middle of the crowd.
Hundreds, of people around.
It was disgusting. I mean, way before he even started, too. So I'm like, that sucks. They waited all day just for them to not even be able to watch.
Yeah, so, like, some of his friends, like, took him out, and then there's this one guy that was like, no, I'm staying.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Literally just stayed. I was like, nah, I would too.
I would too. But I do have to say, all in all, this weekend was so much fun. I might have to donate, or not donate, I might have to sell my liver to be able to financially recover after the weekend. But it was worth it.
I was saying, attached to that credit card to your wristband, it's a dangerous, dangerous thing.
Very. I think, like, and honestly, I probably shouldn't be putting this out on the internet, but, like, I think next year, just, like, I need to, like, figure out how to sneak stuff in.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, there were tons of people with flasks. Tons of people.
1,000%. So it's like, and they're selling Red Bull everywhere. So I'm like, I need to just bring in some vodka, and then I'm good to go. Maybe some snacks somehow.
Yeah, some snacks, that's for sure. Because I'm just like, we were literally sitting there. I was like, God, what I would do for like a bag of chips right now? Like anything right now.
No, literally. And it's like in between shows, like you really don't have time to go get food.
No. And the lines are so long as well, too. So it's like, And also, I was telling my parents, because they're like, oh, is there any like good food? I was like, yes, there was. But you have to remember, it's like 100 degrees outside. You're surrounded by so many people, and they're selling nothing but hot food. Like,
no,
that's not
hot food.
That's not what I want right now.
No, I'm like, honestly, like next year, can they do like a Caesar salad or something? Like,
really, something
a sandwich.
Like, I did see a lot of people walking around with acai bowls, and I was like, oh, that would have been good to have.
That was smart. I did see a few of the stands, but also I'm like, it's probably the last thing I want to have.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was about to say, we didn't really get to experience, too much food, but
no,
that's okay.
No, but we did. I mean, we went to Clark's for brunch on Friday. That was really good. Like, I want to go back and like actually,
it was really good.
Sit down and like eat there. And then on Saturday we went to Joanne's Fine Food.
Oh yeah,
which
was good. I was about to say, both of the brunches we did, or brunch, lunch, whatever you want to call it, was actually like really good, and I am glad we did that just to get like something in our stomachs before going there. That's definitely the way to do it.
1,000%. But yeah, no, all in all, I had the best time of my life.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. Oh, another thing I want to say, because Maddie and I were talking about going next year and like getting a big group together, because like, don't get me wrong, like it was fun, just her and I, but like a huge group together would be so much fun. And I was telling my parents that, and I was like, yeah, we really want to get a big group together, like get an Airbnb and like do the whole shebang. And I was like, I think we can like really try to like be at an Airbnb downtown. And my mom was like, well, they might be a little expensive. And I was like, yeah, no, like I figured. And she's like, no, like one of like
crazy
my friends
expensive
rented out their home for ACL and F1, and it paid for their mortgage the entire year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I'm sorry. What?
Makes sense.
I mean,
crazy.
That's insane. Like, I was thinking expensive, but like, not expensive.
No, like crazy.
So I'm actually just going to be like couch surfing in Austin, Texas. So anyone who wants to let me stay, please let me know.
I'm freaking dead. But yeah, no, so literally can't wait for next year. So if you want to come with us, hit a girl up.
Yeah, let us know. We're open for anyone and everyone because I think it'll be so much fun to get like a huge group together.
Yeah. 1,000%.
Okay, wrapping up ACL, on to a big thing. Obviously, Taylor Swift's album came out Thursday night, Friday morning, whatever, depending where you were. So Maddie and I were basically laying in bed Thursday night when we had gotten to her dad's house and we were listening to the album. But I still feel like I haven't gotten like a true, time period to be able to listen and like figure out my like top favorites, my like ones I really like, just because we've been so go.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about it just a little bit, the life of a showgirl, and just say like our top threes, like right off the bat, because there were a few that were like, oh, like I really like that beat, or like just like some of the lyrics that were in it. I was like, oh, 12 out of 10. Like I love that. So Maddie, as of right now, what is your top three for the album?
Well, I was about to say, I do actually have to say, today I've gotten the chance to like really dive deep and like listen to it. I think I've listened to it because I listened to it on my way to work and on my way home. And that is like 2 loops pretty much.
Yeah.
So I've listened to it like 4 times and then 5 plus like coming back from the airport yesterday. So like I feel like I have a good sense. So it's actually kind of changed from what I said before at the house. And I think that this is going to be something that we both like not agree on, but like I think we're going to have pretty much the same ones. Unless you've changed. But like listening to it like 5 times through without any interruptions. Okay, I'm going to say them not in my, like, order yet, because I don't know the order yet.
Okay.
I'm still figuring out the order, okay?
Okay.
But these, and then I have what's the word? So my words aren't coming to me today. I do have one that I'm just going to put in, so I'm going to have 4, but one's just, like, an honorable mention. I'm sorry. I have to do it. I have to. Okay. So I want to say, actually, technically I have 2 honor. Okay. I just need to shut up and I just need to give you the list. I'm stalling right now. Okay. Would, but like we knew I'd love that one. This wasn't on my list the first time I listened to it through, but now it is wish list because I hate to be cheesy. Makes me think of Morgan.
Okay.
I know. Okay.
Cute.
So my third one is really hard because I pretty much have like a tie between 3.
Sometimes you stress me out, Maddie.
I know. But I am going to have to say, because I've listened to it, like I'll go back and like re-listen to it. Elizabeth Taylor.
Thank God.
My 2 honorable mentions are Father Figure. Like I wish it was one of my favorites.
I'm surprised it's not. That's crazy.
I love it, but after listening to the album through and through, like freaking Wood, Wishlist, and like Elizabeth Taylor are the ones that I'm like, holy shit. Like I'm like, holy shit, this is so good. Like I catch myself thinking that, so I'm like, okay, I have to go with those. And then one that I didn't even mention the first time we listened to it together, Canceled. I can't get that one out of my head. Like I kind of like it because I'm like, okay, like I like My Friend's Canceled. Fuck yeah. But those are my favorites, I think.
No, I like all of those. I wish I had, like, I know over the next couple of weeks, mine is probably going to change, just like listening to it more and more and more. But as of right now, number 1, Elizabeth Taylor. I've loved it from the start. Like the second I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, this is my number 1 through and through. So Elizabeth Taylor. Second is Father Figure for me. I really like Father Figure. Father Figure. And then I think for my third, I'll go Wishlist.
That's such a good song.
So, but I think Elizabeth Taylor will stay up there as number 1, but I can see Father Figure and Wishlist like switching up or one sneaking in there. I know
Yeah.
everyone's talking about wood just because it's like, oh,
I
haha,
freaking love
funny,
it.
like whatever. So I feel like that could be, up there. But as of right now, yeah, Elizabeth Taylor, father figure, and wish list.
Well, and so like one thing that like I think that also made Wishlist stand out for me was I was watching Materialists, that rom-com, or it's not
Oh,
even
yeah.
a rom-com, that like romantic movie. And it's very like the themes are so similar, and like a lot of people hated on Materialists, the movie, because I'm not gonna lie, it is like a little bit boring, but it's like the theme, like the overall theme, like the underlying theme and like the underlying message is so good. I think that every freaking one needs to watch it, going through dating or like honestly our age. I think everyone needs to watch it and like hopefully take something from it. But like the themes are so similar where it's like you have someone that they have a wish list, they want like all of these very materialistic things. And she's like, well, I just want you. Like, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so then I was like, I watched the movie, and then on my way home, I was driving, and I was like,
listening to the song.
I was like, wait, this is good.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I need to watch that movie. I wanted to watch it when it came out, and it literally just got away from me, so maybe I'll watch it on my flight tomorrow.
I think that you should. Okay, I think that you should. It is kind of boring. Like, I agree with everyone being like, it's boring. I do agree.
Yeah.
But I think that it's like, I think it's quote unquote boring because it's super realistic in a sense of like, it literally, like, if a camera were to follow a normal person around, like, that's how they would talk, that's how they would behave, like, that's, like, it's normal. Like, they're not overplaying stuff, they're not over dramatizing things, like, it's literally just like how a conversation goes between you and I, you know?
Right.
And so I think that's why people are like, oh, it's so boring. And, like, I don't know. I feel like all movies nowadays, like, the storyline, I don't know. Like, the storyline never really, like, fully hits. But I very much, like, internalize movies. And, like, I always look through for, like, the deeper meaning. Or, like, I think about that more in a movie than just, like, oh, it was great, dandy, fun, whatever.
Right.
And, like, I just really liked the message of the movie. Because, like, it just talks about dating. It talks about marriage in, like, such a way that I feel like nowadays, like, I feel like it's just the way everyone talks now. Is like, oh, I'm looking for, like, I can't date a guy under 6 foot. I can't date a guy, like, oh, I'm at this age, I can't date a guy that makes less than $250,000. Like, that's crazy to date below. And so, like, the way that it, like, talks about all these people's wish lists and how, yeah, you can get your wish list, but you're just ending, like, you're going to settle in life and, like, not actually be happy. It's really good. Would recommend.
It's fine. Okay, I need to watch that on my flight tomorrow. That'll
Hopefully
be a
you
good watch.
enjoy it. If you hate it,
I know.
don't tell me. If you hate it, please just don't tell me. Okay, and then... Okay, I want to touch on a few things because I know every single episode we're like, we've had so much to talk about that it's like, wait, we need to talk about fashion, and I know we just haven't gotten the chance. So I want to throw it back to like a month ago, all the way back to New York Fashion Week. There's a few things that I wanted to talk about, just like super minimal touch points. So obviously Fashion Week has been going on now all over the world. Right now we're in Paris Fashion Week. But I wanted to talk about some themes that I had been seeing. So let's hit on Aria. So one thing that I noticed with like, or Aria, not Aria, I'm thinking Vegas, Area, was all of the different textures and like materials that they used. And I feel like ever since I saw that, I have been seeing it on every single runway. So like, you know, if you're wearing like a sparkly skirt, okay, like that metallic-y material has been all over the runways. So I think that we're going to be seeing it even more next year, which is kind of crazy because I feel like a lot of people were like, no more sparkly skirts, like no more. But I think that metallics are going to be even bigger next year. or just like wearing almost like unconventional texture in your clothing.
Yeah, and because I feel like we've definitely, like, the metallic has definitely, like, came back, and, you know, we've seen, like, those, like, circle skirts that have just, like, circle
Yes.
cutouts, like, all the way down, and, like, dresses like that, and, you know, shorts like that, but I think it's gonna take it to, like, the next extent of being, like, a little more high-end fashion with that as well, so I'm excited to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see, like, the way, like, everyday wear is going to take that and how it'll, like, morph into something like that.
Well, and one thing that I feel like I've been seeing all over, and especially in Paris Fashion Week, is like the style for these shows are very much like utility, but in it, not in a sense of like army military, but just like I feel like I'm seeing a ton of like barn jackets and like basically like just recreated it in different ways, and just like a crap ton of trenches and just like that sort of like structure, almost like very simple. So it's like I feel like you're either seeing one spectrum where it's like the use of like crazy textures, but it's not even like colorful. Like there really hasn't been much color, I feel like, on the runways. Of course they're all, you know, there's always color, but like you're not seeing like a ton of it. Like a lot of things are very scaled down, and they're either bringing that very like interesting aspect through texture or like just structure, and I'm not seeing as much layering as we did last year, which is kind of crazy to me. But also cutouts are, I feel like, everywhere right now. So I feel like we're going to be seeing a ton of like jackets with like a bunch of different cutouts throughout them. So that'll be interesting to see. I also want to talk about Kim Kardashian's pixie cut.
Dude, literally, I had to double take because I thought it was Chris. Like, I literally thought it was Chris. I was like, oh, like, there's Chris, and I think it was like Chris and Kylie maybe, or Kendall. I don't know what video I remember seeing. But then it was like, I looked at the caption, it was like, Kim's new haircut. I was like, Kim? What? Wait,
no,
what?
Crazy how much she looks like Chris. I don't think it's her real hair. I think it's a wig. There's no way Kim K would cut her hair like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth because it's like, where does your hair go? Like, I know she probably has like extensions and wigs that she wears for like her long ass hair. So what does her like natural hair look like?
I think it's short.
Literally no idea. but
I'm pretty sure it's short. Like, I'm pretty sure that all of them just have short hair and then they just get in extensions. But like, I think it's a wig.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a wig.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely for Paris Fashion Week. Then it's like, okay, like, been there, done that. I'm going back to my real hair. Because, like, that would be hard to blend with extensions, to say the least.
No, I know. Like, she would have to wear wigs from now on. And I don't know. I just can't see her cutting her hair in a pixie. I mean, unless it's for a role. I know she's taking acting very seriously, which I'm actually really excited because I think her show on Hulu is about to come out about like her being a lawyer.
Really?
So it's like a scripted show. Like, she's the main character. So I'm very intrigued. There's like a ton of really good actors in it. So I'm excited to start it and just like see how she does. I didn't know that
was even coming out.
Oh yeah, no, it's coming out this fall. So it should be out soon. So I'm gonna have to check it out. I forget what it's called, but it's literally just like she plays like a lawyer in like an all-female office.
Oh, I guess I have seen that. Like, I've seen something.
The commercial,
of it.
yeah. So I'm super excited. That's gonna come out soon. So I'll check it out and I'll let you guys know how it is.
Do you know what is coming out soon that she literally just posted about that I cannot wait?
What?
Molly May, the part 2 of her.
I still haven't watched the first.
Oh,
I know.
my
I need to watch the first.
I love it. I just feel like she's so like me in aspects of being like so type A that it like drives her crazy when she's like planning these like huge events and like one thing goes wrong and like shambles and like what to do, and then she's just like crying, being like, I just want this to be the best experience like for everyone. I'm just like, Yeah, I feel that. I feel that to my core.
I'm freaking dead. Another thing, I feel like Kendall hasn't walked the runway in so freaking long, and she was just in Schiaparelli's show in Paris. And again, this was a show that like really took me by surprise because, you know, Schiaparelli they come out with like the craziest designs, but even for like the everyday like wear, you know, not just like the haute couture. And it was to me, it like a lot of the stuff on the runway was very understated. There was obviously like a ton of sheer, like Kendall's boobs were literally out, but like it's fashion. It's fashion. And I was just like, wow, like I feel like everyone is kind of on like the same page. And I mean, obviously Schiaparelli always plays with texture and just different elements, and that was like really, you know, I feel like the forefront, but it was very simplified, if that makes sense. Another thing that just freaking shocked me, and I feel like was something different than we've ever seen before, or like in the past few years, was Chanel. To me, like I was taken aback, but I did thoroughly enjoy what they premiered at Paris Fashion Week. I feel like it's just very different from, I feel like, who they are normally as a brand, or like how they present and represent themselves. So I don't know, to me it was super exciting to see something like kind of new and a little bit fresh. I didn't love everything 100%, but I feel like it was a really cool take. And it just felt very fresh and very current and like with the times. In comparison to like what I was seeing or have been seeing on all of the runways. So I mean, I think those are all my thoughts. I'm very
I really like when
excited.
like the big designers, obviously like Chanel, stuff like that, like takes a risk with, I don't even want to say like more trendy, but I just like more like up to date, because like I understand like you want to like hold true to what you are, and there's definitely ways to do that, but still incorporate the new and fresh things. And I feel like we hadn't seen that from Chanel in like a bit. Obviously like the tweed, or like even just like changing the colors to like match the seasons, as if they always, you know, do that. So to see something like newer and fresh, I think it's really like attracting a lot of eyes that they wouldn't have had.
Yeah, it was very modernized. And again, seeing like, and I know utility isn't like the proper word, because it's, but like very utility, just sleek and simple, and I feel like just like very wearable stuff. One, actually, before we wrap it up, one I wanted to touch on, Miu Miu.
Okay.
I could not really see the vision and where they were going. Because
is it on here? On this list?
Yes. It is, let me click. I think it is, no, that's Chanel. I think it might be one of the last few. No, that's Victoria Beckham. Oh, I really liked her stuff. It's Chanel. It's probably the second one.
Oh yeah, here we go. I saw this one.
So, aprons. Aprons everywhere. So I don't know what they were like trying to, I just don't know the vision. To me it looked very like 60s, 70s, like you know, kind of how like your grandparents used to dress, or like your parents when they were super young, like very 70s, 60s, kind of like grungy. But I just don't understand the aprons. Why did everyone have a goddamn apron on?
That's funny. Yeah.
I'm like, are they telling
like dressing up the kitchen now?
No, I was about to say, are they telling my ass to get in the kitchen? Like,
right.
I'm confused. So I thought that was very interesting. I feel like Miu Miu always kind of does something that's like crazy, but then it catches on so fast.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe people are going to be now styling outfits with aprons. I feel like we really won't see that.
Might be crazy.
but I can actually 100% see people like next Copenhagen Fashion Week, people dressing up with aprons. So we'll see. This could kind of bring another zest into layering. Who knows?
So let's say, I feel like Miu Miu is always really good about like taking it to the farthest links, like on the runway, but then also when you see like their everyday wear, it's like, sign me up. Like, I want that. Right.
Yeah. But like even, I mean, because that was part of their everyday line. Like that was like their like ready to wear stuff, which I feel like they're really, really good at taking the unconventional and making it conventional and being able to like incorporate it in your everyday style. I feel like they really, really amped up like the flats and like the hoof flats and like the socks with like heels and obviously like the no pants looks and then, you know, ties. So who knows, maybe in the next few years, we're going to start styling outfits with aprons.
Yeah, and like I know we've already seen like some ties, but I really think that's going to be like the next big accessory
next year is
that
going to be tie galore.
Yeah, that everyone is jumping in on, and like I'm honestly like kind of excited about that. Like that could be so cool, and I feel like you could also just wear it as like going out like an everyday person because like there's a few things where it's like, okay, I could never wear that, but like with stuff like that, and I've even seen them like style like different ways and like it actually looks like really good, and I'm like, maybe I should just go buy a tie right now and just like start wearing it and go from there because I'm fully on board with that. And then obviously like the hoof flats, like we've already talked about this, we love it. And there is a dupe on Amazon finally that's like $50-$60, and I think I'm gonna like pull the trigger and get it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like wide variety of like colors. They have like red, black, white, brown, and then I think they have a silver pair too. So at least, I mean, I obviously can't afford the $1,000 like real pair.
No.
And like all of the reviews on Amazon are like actually really good reviews. So I might get those to just like try it out and like see how it is and go from there.
Oh, I love it. But yeah, no, I am loving everything that I'm seeing on the runway. So I think that's really all I have to touch on. And then we can dive further into it in another episode. But that's, I think, all I have today.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, I like always like seeing all the new stuff. I mean, half the stuff is not my vibe. I think that's a well-known thing, but I like to see like the very unique things. And then like you said, there's like some very like toned down things that you wouldn't expect to see on a runway. And I'm like, I'm eating that up. Thank God. It's my time to shine.
I'm dead.
But other than that, it's been a good time, but I'm glad we recapped ACL, Taylor Swift, and got in a little bit of fashion finally. Sorry, guys.
No, literally. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok at Fashionably Broke Pod. And then also to see all of our ACL content, make sure to follow myself and Kassidy. Me, I am at Maddy Schweppy on everything, and Kassidy is at Kassidy Ray on everything. Love you.
Yes, we will see y'all next week. Bye, guys.